Hello, lovelies, Rotting Jug Fox here. I'm gonna start on a new series. I hope you guys really enjoy this one. This is another bloody, gory one, and I cannot decide if it should be a hero or a villain. But just for discretion and warning for everyone who is under the age of, at this point, 12. This video is not made for children, not at all, and it's actually very gory to the ears of young ones. Either way, all that disclaimer aside, here we go. Great. I'm gonna hate myself after. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna start off at UA after everything has happened in the canon anime. In this, instead of Deku being an only child, technically he still is, he has a best friend that he and her treat each other more like siblings more than anything. They treat each other so relatable that she considers him as an older brother and he considers her as a little sister. And I'm gonna call her... If everyone can remember this name, props to you, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will. And from the game that it's from, I'm gonna call her Natsuki. And in this thing, Natsuki is an adopted younger sister to Deku because of her home life. Because, as people know from the game, and I'm pretty sure everyone does know of the game and its story and behind Natsuki. Natsuki had a bad relationship with her father, which caused the Child Protective Services to come and take her away. And so, as well as the police taking her father away, and they asked Natsuki if she has any relatives left, if she knows where her mom is. As she said, I know one person which is the nicest one to me, and I'd rather you drop me off with him and his parent. They asked, okay, who's his name? She said, Izuku Midoriya. As they do the favor. Hold on. Okay, so they dropped Natsuki to the Midoriya household where they told everything to Inko and Deku. Deku says, I already see her as a little sister, so this is gonna be fine. As Natsuki was basically brought into a loving home with a loving mother and an older brother. Natsuki was grateful for the people that she has in her life. If it wasn't for Deku saving her and bringing her to a nicer state, she wouldn't be around that long. Sorry if you hear background noises. And so, that's all the backstory. That is everything. Where the story truly takes place is at UA itself. I'm gonna take this from another What If, which I'm gonna cancel completely, so there's not gonna be a remake or anything. So basically what happens is a criminal mastermind hacked into the UA campus network system and used and manipulated innocent lives to create a barrier around the heroes' homes, which means Todoroki and everyone else's homes are blocked off so no hero could come and help them, as well as made a dome around the entire UA school, which means the The dormitories are locked inside the entire UA district. That means every student that goes to UA are now trapped inside a massive dome. And any student that is going to the USJ or in the training camp were locked inside, as a massive screen pops up in all the areas and also controls the network system of the TVs. So this is broadcast to everyone in Japan, as it turned their attention to UA, seeing how it's now overrun by students in complete shock and scare, as none of them could go into UA because of a barrier, except for one. That one student is Izuku Midoriya, after being moved to UA by the dormitory program to keep all the students in UA safe while defending the families to keep them safe. So which means Natsuki and Inko are far away from Deku, and Deku is far away from them. As Deku goes in, realizing that he could still use his quirk for a limited amount of time, which means that his quirk is now limited. The previous users are looking over this and trying to see what they could do. Deku already knows vocaling and everything, as he's slowly learning Black Whip as well. Everything in Deku's arsenal is limited during a short amount of time, which is around 5 hours. So Deku only has 5 hours, as Deku sees hallucinations and worse things happening. As Deku feels something clamp around his neck, as he realizes it's a collar. In a worse state that he is right now, he realized that the collar is a zap collar as well as a quirk canceling collar, as Deku's quirk was already limited when he got in to that square shaped container. Now he has no access to it at all. Sorry for if my voice is way more quieter right now. It's just my throat has been hurting recently. I hope you guys can understand. Either way, Deku was in a worse shape, but during Deku's training, he understands that his speed and strength has grow even without his quirk on, so Deku could still fight without his quirk. As Deku is moving fast as Ida, as he's dodging and dodging and dodging these basic wind attack from a user who seems to be a father figure dressed in a suit who is completely under a string. As this goes on for a while, Deku being attacked by random innocent civilians with their quirks completely out of control. After a while, Deku jumps up to the little banister that shows the UA's logo, as the other users were already there. As he felt something sharp pierce his heart, as he looks down and sees something pointy that was shot by a civilian. As he realizes what's happening, something clicks, as Deku's physical and emotional state grew drastically, which means Deku grew in size as well as his mental state has dropped drastically instead of grew. As he sees an illusion of his little sister, Natsuki. Please keep in mind, his sister is far away, and she's seeing this in the TV network. As he felt the urge and he hears her begs, he hears her screams, telling him, "No, stop it, let me go," as he punched the illusion into the ground and continues to do so for about 10 to 11 seconds as the silence of the illusion. But it looked like the real body was there. Natsuki felt the pain knowing that this happened to her older sibling, as she was complete and utter shocked and disbelief that he would actually do this to her. As he bent over and bit hard on the illusion, as everything you could hear right now is him saying, "I'm sorry, I'm 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 so sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Natsuki, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." As people were in awe, as the lifeless body of an illusion was, as blood trickled down, as they realized Deku has been eating the illusion, chewing while saying "I'm sorry" over and over again. As Deku's mind shattered, the previous One for All users were locked, could not reach to him, could not help him, couldn't do anything of the sort. As Deku started laughing and laughing and laughing. Oh my, why me? Why did this happen? As he continues laughing while weeping, as Deku said, "Time to play." As his body shifted into a shape of a good luck charm. From everyone that knows Japanese luck charms, the only ones I know is like a red ball that symbolizes luck with a little face on it, and the lucky cat with a coin, and several other children's toys. As Deku captured everyone in the box of life and death, as Deku said, "Time to play." As Deku started making, as his body shifted into a shape of a cat, as Deku's head lynches off like a spring, and then he bits down on someone and chomping their bodies apart, ripping into flesh, meat, and bones, ripping the person into several bits. As he continues attacking the innocent ones that are controlled, that are wearing mouse costumes, were forced into them. As Deku said before, after eating one, he said, "If you want to live, you have to get my bell on my leash. Fail to, you shall suffer. If so you do, you will win. The start time is on the bell. It already started, so get working." As he continued and continued, as his body shifted while sitting down, as he crushed several civilians, and then bit down on more, his head leeching backward like a spring, which his neck turned into a spring, as he bit down on 3 people in total. That's all for today, everyone. Sorry.